Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rachak Qudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Now, this lesson is going to be dealing with the law. All right, I'm going to read Leviticus, the 18th chapter, because I believe I have to get more into the law to show you, some of the things to try to avoid, okay? Because that's what the law shows you. It shows you things that you should avoid and the way we should live. Now, this is not going to be one of those fun lessons, and it might not be entertaining to some, all right? But this is going to be a serious lesson to those that want to learn more about the law. So, this is Leviticus 18, in verse 1. It says, "And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am Yahweh, your power." When you see Lord in all caps, the name is Yahweh. That's the name of the Heavenly Father. "After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do. And after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do. Neither shall ye walk in their ordinances." There's a lot of things that you do in today's society that started in Egypt. Okay, one of those things is makeup. They had beer. They had abortion. Okay, they had their own form of contraceptive. They used to use, I believe, alligator dung. All right. There's a lot of things that go back to Egypt that's practiced today in this society. That's why America is known as what? As spiritually Sodom in Egypt. Okay, pursuant to Revelations, the 8th chapter, right? It says, and the Canaanites were doing all manners of abomination. Okay? One of the things they were doing was witchcraft. And this whole society is drenched in witchcraft. It says, "Ye shall do my judgments and keep mine ordinances to walk therein. I am Yahweh, your power." Now, I'm going to read Jeremiah, the 10th chapter. This is Jeremiah 10 in verse 1. It says, "Hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them." All right, so we're not supposed to learn the ways of the heathen. Okay, when you look up into the word heathen, one of the definitions is country dweller. I believe if I look it up here, it's going to say country dweller. Give me a second. Right, it says Goyim. All right. And it says a nation, heathen, Gentile, people. And you see there's two types of Gentiles. Okay, there's two types of heathen. There's the heathen that are actually Israelites that are following after the heathen ways, the Gentile ways. And then there's the actual natural Gentiles, which are the actual other nations. So nation, people, usually, you see that word there, which means it's not all the time, but usually of non-Hebrew people. Okay, so there's two kinds of Gentiles: of descendants of Abraham, of Israel, of swarm of locusts, other animals, Goyim, nations. I don't see that definition that I'm looking for, but another definition is also country dweller. Let me see. This is supposed to be the root. Okay, the root. Okay. That says the back, the behind. The nations that were apart from the nation of Israel, right? And if Jake wasn't born in the nation of Israel and was following after heathen customs in another land, he was known as a heathen, because the heathens were nothing more than the surrounding country people. Okay? Hold on. So Ezekiel, the 20th chapter, in the 32nd verse, It says, matter of fact, I'll start at 31. It says, for when ye offer your gifts, when ye make your sons to pass through the fire, ye pollute yourselves with all your idols. That means that they were sacrificing their children in the fire. Okay, even Issachar was doing that. When Esau came on this land, Issachar was doing that. Okay, the kingdom of Judah was doing that because they were following after different gods like Molech, and things like that. Which that's what those gods required. Those false gods, they require those type of activities for demon. It's basically demonology, man. Right? To summon demons and whatnot. And the elites, they do that on a very, very high level. Even unto this day, and shall I be inquired of by you, O house of Israel? As I live, saith the Lord power, I will not be inquired of by you. Meaning what? He's not going to listen to you. You're doing all these abominations of the heathen. He's not going to listen to you. All right. Well, even now you're celebrating Easter, which is pagan. All right. You're celebrating Christmas, pagan. All right. All these different so-called holidays, which the word holiday means holy day. Now, what God are you venerating? You're venerating the gods of these other nations. You're venerating actual demons. And when you look into the root of a lot of these things, it's rooted in child sacrifice and things like that. All right. And that which cometh into your mind shall not be at all. That ye say, we will be as the heathen, as the families of the countries, to serve wood and stone. So if you're in another country, right, and you're following after their customs, guess what? You're known as a heathen. All right. That's why there's a lot of laws that say this person shall be cut off from his people. Meaning what? They're not going to be regarded as Israelites any longer. Now this is back in Leviticus, the 4th verse. It says, ye shall do my judgments and keep my ordinances to walk therein. I am Yahweh your power. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am Yahweh. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him to uncover their nakedness. I am Yahweh. Okay. And it's going to show you what it means by uncovering their nakedness. The nakedness of thy father or the nakedness of thy mother shalt thou not uncover. Right? So in other words, you're not supposed to look at your father and your mother naked. They're coming out the shower. You got some people's parents, they be on that, wow, you ready? See my breast. You ready? See my breast. Okay. So they'll walk out. Well, that's off. You're supposed to turn and look away, man. That's off. That's why when what happened when Ham did that to Noah? Noah cursed Canaan, man. You see? So that's completely foul, man. That's a foul act right there. All right? You're not supposed to see the nakedness of your mother, the nakedness of your father. All right? Shalt thou not uncover? Well, you see, that doesn't apply to a baby drinking his mother's milk. That doesn't apply to the baby drinking his milk when he's coming out the womb. Clearly, that doesn't apply then. All right? That really applies, when you're under the law. Okay? You become under the law when? At 12 years old, man. All right? But even before that, you're not supposed to see them. The only time you need to see them is your mother's naked, is to breastfeed, and when you're coming out the womb. That's as far as it goes, man. But you can't remember that anyway. All right? Shalt thou not uncover? She is thy mother. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. The nakedness of thy father shalt thou not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness. The nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father or daughter of thy mother, whether she be born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover. You have certain people that, that's my stepsister, and they'll have a half sister, right, or half brother, whatever, and they'll have actual relations with those people. You got Jake doing that, which that's completely off. That's heathenistic, right? And then the child is liable to come out with some defects. All right. It says the nakedness of thy son's daughter, or of thy daughter's daughter, even their nakedness, thy son's daughter, right? Meaning what? Your granddaughter, okay? Or of thy daughter's daughter, even their nakedness, thou shalt not uncover, for theirs is thine own nakedness. All right, so it's like uncovering, it's like uncovering your son. After a certain age, you're not supposed to uncover your son's nakedness, nor your daughter's naked. After a certain age, you ain't supposed to see them naked. Okay, you came out of me. I used to bathe you when you were a child, but that's when you were a child. Okay, but when you become a grown person, when you pass 12 years old, when a woman passes puberty, now she's under the law. That doesn't apply anymore. She's not a child anymore. Okay, she's a grown person, and she's supposed to be learning that understanding that on her way up to being an adult. Because why do you need to wash a child at when they're 10 years old? No, they should know how to wash themselves. You see? So you have to apply common sense and wisdom. You know, the nakedness of thy father's wife. Oh, excuse me. The nakedness of thy father's wife. The nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter, begotten of thy father, she is thy sister. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. That's straightforward, okay? If your father has a daughter, you can't lay with her, okay? Or just uncover her nakedness. You shouldn't even be looking at her naked, really. All right? Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister, right? Which is your aunt. Okay, you can't sleep with your father's sister, your auntie. She is thy father's near kinswoman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, for she is thy mother's near kinswoman. Same thing for your mother, the auntie on your mother's side. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. Thou shalt not, that's your uncle. Thou shalt not approach to his wife. She is thine aunt. Okay, and when you approach to his wife, right? And you, let's say if a person were to lay with his uncle's wife, that's like seeing his uncle naked. That's like uncovering his uncle's nakedness. It's wickedness. That's why the apostle Rakah used to say that that whole adultery stuff. That's really when you desire that's like being a homosexual, man. Okay, you're really a bunch of flamers, man. A bunch of boy that want to sleep with this guy's wife. Like this guy recently, who was it? Ben Simmons was trying to deal with what's that? Michael Blackson's wife, or his fiance, which is his wife. And then he found out, and he started saying, "Man, this nigga ain't shit." Because I used to help this guy, I used to send them chicks, and But that's why you stay away from these niggas. That's why these niggas are no good. That's why they got to be taken out, man. All right. Verse 15, it says, "Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law. She is thy son's wife. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness." Same thing with discovering your brother's wife, and really anybody's wife. All right, you really shouldn't be dealing with no one's wife, but the Lord just specified it, man, because Jake is simple-minded. "Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter. Neither shalt thou take her son's daughter, of her daughter's, or her daughter's daughter." Ooh. See that? So you're not supposed to. You got people saying, "Yeah, I dealt with the moms, and then or I dealt with the woman, and then I slept with her moms," and they rap about it. They brag about that. That's nothing to brag about. That's wickedness. That's evil. Okay, if you're dealing with a woman, you can't deal with her mother. Her mother's off limits. Same thing if you deal with a woman and she have a daughter, and let's say if her daughter's older, say if she's like, I don't know, 30s, whatever, and her daughter's of age, you can't deal with her daughter. Okay, you can't deal with her daughter. Period. All right. Scripture clearly says it is wickedness. Look at it right here. It says it is wickedness. What more needeth to be said? All right. It said, neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister. Right, and you can't take her sister either. All right, or you got twins. I dealt with twins. Jake used to brag about, I deal with twins. That's off. Okay. To vex her, to uncover her nakedness beside the other in her lifetime. You could take another woman. You just can't take another woman of her kinswoman. Okay, the woman that's around her. You got Jake doing that, man. She might be dealing with a man. Her mom might be dealing with a man, and then he's sneaking in the bedroom to deal with her. So them niggas are demons. Okay. Also, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover, and the Most High is gonna judge those niggas who do that stuff, that creepy shit. All right, because a lot of them are doing it to women that are underage, man. A lot of these women are messed up behind that too. Okay, you see that? There's certain women that are walking around messed up because of that type of activity, and the Lord is gonna judge you wicked demons, you niggas that do that type of stuff, man. The Lord is gonna deal with you, man. That's not gonna be in the kingdom. In the kingdom, you get put to death for the heathen, because we're gonna be perfect. The heathen are gonna get put to death for doing that type of madness. You get put to death on the spot. Okay. Moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife, to defile thyself with her. Excuse me. Let's deal with Leviticus 18 and 19. I skipped one. It says, also, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness, as long as she is put apart for her uncleanness. Moreover, thou shalt not. So, in other words, when a woman is unclean, you're not supposed to go in unto her. Okay? You see that? What makes a woman unclean? When she's on her period. Okay, she's unclean. So when she's put off for that 7-day period, you're not supposed to go in unto her. All right. Same thing when she has a baby, when she has a child. When a woman just has a child, you can't go have sex with that woman. She's actually unclean for a few months. All right. If it's a son, I don't remember the exact amount of time, but it's like at least, I believe it's 2 months if I'm not mistaken. But a daughter's double that time. Okay, she's unclean double times. All right. So you're not supposed to go in unto her for that whole period of time. So how the hell are we not supposed to have another woman? We gotta wait all this time to have box, and we're just sitting there burning for months, or really over a year, because the child is in there. So it's like, listen, man, come on, bro. It just doesn't make sense. It's not logical. All right. It says, moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife, to defile thyself with her. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech. Neither, and the neighbor means your brother. The word neighbor means brother. Okay, that's what the word neighbor means. The neighbor doesn't mean the person that lives next door to you. All right, necessarily. It means your brother. It says, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech. Neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power. I am Yahweh. Okay? Like I said, that's what the heathen were doing. Now, let me look at this word neighbor real quick. I just want to see what it says. Because really that breaks down into your... it breaks down to your brother either way. Whatever it says, it means your brother. That's what it means. Okay? Relation, neighbor, associate, fellow. Okay? Another fellow neighbor, a man who is my fellow elsewhere, only Leviticus, right? And back then, who were your neighbors, right? You're living in Israel. Who was your neighbors? Other Israelites, Okay, your neighbors wasn't Moabites. Your neighbor were other Israelites that were living amongst you. Okay, those were your fellows. A comrade or kindred man. Kindred means what? Family member. Okay, that's what a neighbor is. A family member, a kindred, right? So all 12 tribes are kindred, are neighbors. That doesn't apply to other nations. All right? Excuse me. Now, where was that? Okay, verse 22. Get some water. It says, thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination. Let's look up abomination. Okay, and we know that's the alphabet agenda is heavy in this year's society. Oh, look, 144. Okay, H8441. Yeah, 144. You see. So listen, man. This is heavily promoted in this society. They even go so far as to chopping off members. Okay, and they're promoting it to children. They have a thing that a brother just put a short. Believe you say Truth was putting it up. That was about something called Pink Palace or some madness, and they're showing them young teenage people, men trying to be boys trying to be drag queens. So this place is completely drenched in abomination. So the word abomination, abominable thing, abominable means a disgusting thing, man. It's disgusting. All right, and it's grievous to behold, man. All right, you see two males, kissing. That's abominable and it's disgusting. All right, in ritual sense of unclean food, so it's no idols, mixed marriages, in ethical sense of wickedness. Listen. In other words, it's physically disgusting and it's spiritually disgusting. All right, I don't need to say anything else. All right. It says, neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith, neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion. Well, what does the word Babylon mean? It means confusion. That's why you have multiple states that is legalized to sleep with beasts. And I believe in Germany they have a actual animal brothel. So Esau has to be taken out of power, man. There's nothing left for this devil to do to show that he's the man of sin. Okay, come on, man. Says, come on, bro. And they're supposed to be put to death on the spot. I said, okay, well that's it. He's a weird fetish. No, he's supposed to be put to sleep. He's supposed to go back. His spirit's supposed to go back to the Father, man. You understand? And his body to be cast out as dung. It says, defile not yourselves in any of these things, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you, and the land is defiled therefore. I do visit the iniquity. Excuse me, Salakia. I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it, and the land itself vomiteth out her inhabitants. So in other words, the land will be cursed, and the whole world is cursed based upon wickedness. Right? So that's why the earth is fighting against you. All these volcanoes erupting, the earthquakes happening, the vegetation is withering away. You're looking outside, it's the middle of May. I'm looking at a tree right now with not one leaf is on the tree. I don't see one leaf on this tree here. Okay? And it's the middle of May. You see what I'm saying to you? So this earth is completely polluted, man. It says, ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor any stranger that sojourneth among you. For all these abominations have the men of the land done, which were before you, and the land is defiled, that the land spew not spew not you out also when ye defile it, as it spewed out the nations that were before you. For whosoever, and the example of that is 2 Kings. All right, 2 Kings, when the Cushites came up into the land, what happened? The Lord sent lions among them, man. He plagued them, so they had to bring a Levite priest to teach them the ways. Okay, so what are those Amalekites doing in there? That place is through, right? That's why they had to import trees. If the place is blessed by the Lord, right? You're the people, the place is blessed. Why the hell would you have to import anything? You don't have to import trees. The vegetation would be plenteous. Okay? For whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the souls that commit them shall be cut off from among their people. Therefore shall ye keep mine ordinance, that ye commit not any of these abominable customs which were committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves therein. I am Yahweh, your power. You see, so I just want to go through that. I don't think much. I just want to go through the law. Okay, we have to be familiarize ourselves with the law, because this is our customs. So with that, Lord willing, you were edified through the Spirit. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you. I came out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Any questions you brothers have, you new brothers, even some of you new sisters, if you don't have a husband, go ahead and ask a question pertaining to the scriptures. All right, a sensible, sincere question, and Lord's will, I'll get to it. Shalom.